Hey guys, so we've seen this before when we watched the HoYoFair. It was like 2 hours long, so most likely some people didn't get to see it. And I thought I would watch this one because this one truly felt like the culmination of 4 years. It had every single character in it. That we playable characters and important characters to the story who have died, and this truly felt like an anniversary, and I truly think that this should have been at the very end of that special because this feels more like an anniversary thing. I mean, it even has like a 4 year anniversary thing in here. Um, but I wanted to watch it because you know you're watching it the first time, and there's so many visuals going on. You're trying to see everything, but also hear the song at the same time. But having listened to it, knowing how amazing it is, I can kind of go back and appreciate all the other little details, from outfits that they're wearing and how it looks, for their character to the characters that are there who are dead. I mean, consider this like the perfect timeline where no one died. No one died. Vanessa never died. Malus Silver never died. They're still alive. They're still kicking. Um, Raider Lord Rekudavada, somehow she's still alive, and Nahida is able to be Archon as well. Or, Rekudavada kind of just, kind of stepped down and Nahida became Dendro Archon. But this is like the perfect timeline where everyone survives. Everyone lives. So it's such a good song. So
Hey there, good day. How are you doing? Let me just say how much I miss you. It's been forever. Blowing and missing and writing. It's all so exciting. I just can't wait to see you again. To the place that we know where the flowers grow. Just 5 more minutes and I'm going to go. There's so much that I want to say. Guess I'll write it down all the way. There's laughter in the air. Decor on every chair. Your friends are all here. You've got to live it up. It's the name of the game. Seasons change, but one
told ya. It's so good. It's so good. Like, this should have been at the very end. This was the culmination of everything. This truly feels like it was a 4th anniversary type thing. All the characters we've met up to this point, of course, the Natlin characters, I'm sure this was worked on long before Natlin was even introduced in game. So obviously here we have the Archons, with obviously an exception with the Pyro Archon, which is obviously missing because this probably took a very long time to do. I mean, I can imagine them knowing, like, okay, this is coming up, so we're gonna have to start like a year early just to make sure it's ready by then. But the outfits, the music, Klee absolutely adorable with like everything, all her outfits, whether it be official or created by, they always fit her. Like, you look at that, you're like, yeah, that is something I can imagine Klee wearing in game. Jumpy Dumpty, and I saw people wondering where Emily was. She was like right in here. So we got Charus and Chiori, Kirara, and Emily is right over here. You couldn't really see her because she's kind of like being by the sun, but she's right over there. They're like, "Where's Emily?" Like, "Oh, it must have come out, done before Emily." No, she's right there. It's just, it's just poor Emily. It's just over here, it's just like fading out in the sunlight. Then we have this amazing looking cake, which, if we got Clarand and Miss Navia. And then like some of the people, it's like if you blink and you miss. We got Malus and Silver over there. Again, all the people who we know who are big characters who have died, they're here. The only character I don't see is Dainsleif. He's the only character I don't see, which he should be there. He's a huge part of our journey. Every region we go to, Dainsleif's got to pop up, so he should be here as well as, But apparently, I don't know. Or unless he is here and we just didn't notice him, or I didn't notice him. But Malus and Silver, and Arlecchino and her sister, Linny and Lynette, Fremine, Kazuha and his friend. So again, someone who died. Think of it as the perfect timeline right here. That no one died. No one died. They're all living together, happy lives. Tomo or Toma, or not Toma. I think his name was like Tomo or something, wasn't it? Aizo. No idea who these two are. No, but the siblings. I love how they kind of share the style, kind of like having the thing over this, over the side. Like siblings. And we got Paimon. This looks more like something you wear in the winter. It's adorable. It's adorable, but it looks like winter wear rather than something you wear to like an official important gathering. But I mean, it's a cutesy wootsy thing, so I mean, it kind of fits in with Paimon. Zhongli, oh, that man does things to me. The color scheme of his, just absolutely perfect with the gold, the bit of brown, the lighter brown at the end. I kind of like his hair. It's got the brown, it goes to the gold. Here we got the, brown, it goes to lighter brown. Got Zhao. My girl Hu Tao. Look, I would love that to be an in-game skin for her. That is Hu Tao. That is Hu Tao. And I want, hopefully, someday to have Genshin where we don't have just, like one skin or something, where we have like an entire wardrobe where we can, because even though some people aren't really into the outfits and this and that, having to look at the character in the same outfit over and over with only some variation when they get a new outfit. You know, so I would say this would be a perfect outfit for her. You know, it's just really, really nice. But so far, everyone's still alive. You got Miko, elegant. Again, I've said before numerous times, this woman is elegance personified. When you think of elegant and sophistication, this is who I think of, Miko, because that's what she is. Raiden Shogun or A. Got Eula and Yelan right there. Looks like she might be spilling it a little bit. You might want to. Then we have Monsieur Neuvillette and his two friends that we see during his quest, who are also dead. That was a hard one to get through. I remember doing that one. I don't even remember if I recorded it. That one was a hard one to get through, especially with this little one right here. Monsieur Neuvillette. Super sorry, Monsieur Chief Justice. We got Guizhong and Madame Ping, or rather young Madame Ping. But Guizhong is the one who died. So they're just bringing people back from the dead here. Shenhe and Ganyu and Cloud Retainer. She can retain my clouds. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I like this. I love this beautiful little... we got Kujo Sara, Sayu, and Yomiya. We got the crab hanging onto it. We have gaming. I know Gaming, Changyun, and Kincho. Another, the perfect world where Focalor and Farina can exist simultaneously together. Perfect world. Perfect world. We have Yanfei, Zhangling, Xinyan right there, and Yunjin right there. And our little baby Guoba doing whatever Guoba's doing. I also love hers. I love the purple. That's really pretty. We got Dory right over there. We got Dea and Candace right there. So basically, like, as you can see, everyone's pretty much being represented. Sejuine and Risley. Now, this one was like, who are these people? Well, we got Jean right here. We got Barbara. We've got Noelle. Or, Lisa. Barbara's right here. Lisa, Noelle. So, the sisters and the librarian. And then whoever the hell Noelle is. I don't even know who Noelle is at this point. She's so useless. And our favorite bard, and Vanessa. Now, Vanessa is super duper important. Of all, I think all the dead characters so far, she's probably, apart from Guizhong, is probably one of the most important. She was the first Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. I think she was from Natlan, and she came to Mondstadt, and Mondstadt was pretty much being ruled by the Lawrence clan, Eula's people, and they were terrible people. They were racist and slave owners, and they like ruled through tyranny and fear and this and that, and you know, Vanessa didn't like it, and Venti was like, "Hey, you should start an uprising." Not like that, but he was basically like, "Yeah, you should do this, and don't worry, I've got your back." You know, eventually caused an uprising, freed Mondstadt, pushed the Lawrence clan out of Mondstadt. Some remained, and the rest kind of just scattered and just died off. And then she went on to become the first Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. And then after she died, she became ascended. She traveled to Celestia, where she became the Falcon. Of course, it wasn't just easy. She kind of had to fight for it. But yeah, first Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. Huge deal considering what the Knights of Favonius are and what they do, and what Mondstadt was like that many years ago before she came along. The fact that Venti was, little mischief maker. You should start a rebellion. Again, he didn't really say it like that, but you get the gist of it. But yeah, Vanessa. And then we've got the other siblings, Ayaka and Ayato, and then Toma. I'm still looking out for Dainsleif, because surely he must be here. Another perfect world. Perfect world. Perfect world right there. The greater and lesser lord living side by side together. The greater lord steps down and allows Nahida, the lesser lord, to take, become the Dendro Archon. Perfect world right there. Focalor and Farina existing together. Greater and lesser lord existing together. That's all we need. Let these people be happy. Let Farina, let our dear sweet Farina and our dear sweet Nahida be happy. Yep. His daddy. But that is D-Luke's daddy. Not Kaya. Kaya is adopted by him. But that is, I think it's Crepus, Ragnvindr. I think you kind of pronounce it like a Norse. Ragnarvindr. Because Ragnarok, Norse. And Vindr meaning the wind. But the Ragnarok's not but it's from Norse. But yeah, he died. He didn't die an easy death either. But yeah, he took in Kaya. So Kaya and him aren't actually brothers. They're just kind of, that's his adopted brother. Kaya's such a jerk, though. I love Kaya, though. Because it's like, at the end of the day, they love each other. Despite D-Luke, he's like, Kaya gets on my nerves. Yeah, he's your brother. He's going to get on your nerves. But if that man is in trouble, you know damn well that D-Luke will be the first person over there. Same thing, if D-Luke is in trouble, Kaya would be like, no one is touching my brother. No one is allowed to annoy my brother except for me. But, yeah, perfect world where their dad is still alive. Kaya gets to kind of grow up with his adoptive father and possibly personality changed adopted brother, or not adopted brother, but, brother. Perfect world. But, yeah. He used, it's from the comic, the manga, whatever you want to call it. He used delusion, Foul's legacy, if I remember. Let me look it up. I think it was Foul, delusion. Yeah, I was right. Uses his delusion to protect his son and defeat Ursa. The power he wielded was so great that Creepus was mortally wounded. Shortly after, he succumbed to the effect of the delusion, passed away in D-Luke's arms. The Knights of Favonius, led by Kaya, witnessed this, having arrived too late to help them. D-Luke returns to the Knights headquarters with a heavy heart. There he receives an order from Inspector Erock, conceal the truth. But this is kind of where he has his, with the Knights of Favonius, how he thinks they're worthless and useless. Because it's like, hey, you let my dad die. You let my dad die. You should have been there to help him. So this is where a lot of that animosity between him and the Knights come in. I mean, he knows that people like Jean and Kaya, obviously he knows his brother is a good person. But, he still holds them responsible for what happened to his dad. But, yeah, huge important character right here. Especially, he affects Kaya's entire personality. And it kind of makes you wonder not Kaya, D-Luke. Actually, I think it affects Kaya too. But it kind of makes me wonder, what would the boys be like if the father was still around? How would that change D-Luke's character? He would no longer have all that hatred or animosity towards the Knights of Favonius, because he would have his dad still. So how would that in turn change his character? Would he be more open to them? Would he be more open to his brother? Again, he's always going to love his brother. Like, there's nothing's going to stop that. But would he be more open about it? Considering his brother does, serve the Knights of Favonius, would he be more open to, emotionally about his brother and other things? So, just again, huge important character, and just the fact of them being around, how it might change things. Again, also, still, Kai's a jerk, and not like a bad jerk. Like, he is the one who tells Klee about the monsters that come out at night in Mondstadt to get her to try to bust out of the confinement room. And then when, Jean comes along to try to discipline her, it's like, well, Kaya told me. It's like, Kaya, why? Why? The first thing he does when he meets us is he's like, oh, I heard of a secret treasure, a sword. And then he's like, nah, I'm just messing with you. After we go there, he's like, nah, I was just messing with you. Jerk. The Cat's Tail and Fischl, Mona, Bizarria, and just look how sweet that is. Just the little ears and the little kid. Kaveh and Al Haytham and Sino and Layla and Calais. We got Sethos, who were like, oh, who's that? It was Sethos. Bennett better watch out, otherwise he's gonna get that freaking bone stuck in his throat. Also, Razor in the suit, so handsome. Mika and Amber. Come on, look at this. This is, come on, this is adorable. With Shang with a bow, like a little tiny bow tie. I mean, I don't know if that was Shang's idea or Baiji was like, oh, come now, Shang, you have to wear the tie. You need to look professional. And then they go on to say that how they're a serpent and serpents don't wear bow ties, and just the tiny little purple bow tie. It's so adorable. You got Chi-Chi and Yao Yao. Again, and the food looks delicious. Our boy, the number one, the numero uno, the one and only, Goro, and we got Kokomi back there, and Kuki. She's got me kooky for Kuki. And then we got Child and Scaramouche. This was Scaramouche's friend, one of the reasons why he decided to turn to the dark side, what kind of broke him mentally. All these people in his life leaving him, but then we have Tusser, which I hated Tusser in the quest line, but he's a sweet kid. He looks up to his brother, and at the end of the quest line, when you're in the factory, Child goes out of his way to make sure Tusser doesn't see him in his foul legacy form, and because you're getting attacked by ruin guards, and there's no way that us were able to defeat them all. So Child's like, yeah, let me handle this. So he's like, we're gonna play hide and seek right now, okay? Turn around and count to 30. And so Tusser turns around and starts counting, and Child transforms and just like annihilates all of them, and he's a good brother. And I can't wait to see his sister when we go to Snezhnaya. I can't wait to see the Tsaritsa. She's gonna be absolutely gorgeous. But yeah. So Tusser, so his brother, Scaramouche's friend. You got Beidou and Kaching and Ningguang, and of course the Archons. And that delicious looking cake. Nom 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 nom. And who better to finish it off than the one person everyone's like, where are they? Well, who do you think was going around and taking the pictures and videos of everyone? It was Charlotte. So we finish off with her and her picture that she just took. And even though Farina is not an Archon, she's our Archon. In our hearts, she's the Archon. She did more for that nation than I'm sure any Archon did. I mean, yeah, it was Focalor who set the plan into motion, but put yourself in her position. 500 years of just this mental torture. I mean, how long would most of us really last? Maybe a decade? But could you go on for 500 years? I don't think so. So, she's earned her right. Even if she doesn't have the powers of a god, she was up there with the best of them. But yeah. And Sam, when did you get in here? What? What? You got your meow back. You got your meow back. Hello. Mwah. Mwah. Got the tail. Ow. Mwah. What is your bub? Where? What? What? Yeah. Sam. Come on. Hello. How are you, Buffa? Hey. And you got your meow back. Yeah. It's very good. Mwah. What? You just want the attention, huh? What? Hello. But yeah, this song was perfect as a anniversary uh song. All the and I didn't see Dainsleif. You would think he would be there. He's incredibly important. But nope, no Dainsleif. Either way, incredibly well animated and visually, uh aesthetically, their outfits fit them perfectly. A perfect world where all the characters are living happy. Focalor and Farina are living side by side, and the greater and lesser lords, the lord is side by side, and Kaya and Diluc have their daddy back, and just a perfect world. But a culmination of 4 years of this game. Um, can't wait to see what a 10-year is gonna be like. That's gonna be insane. Oh, John, it's not gonna happen. Oh, they've already got like 5 years already planned out. It's been 4 years already, so they've got like a whole timeline ready. What we're experiencing now is just like the first arc. We're gonna get to Snezhnaya and probably something with Celestia, and then we move on to the next area because we're just on a continent. Even though the world is called Teyvat, we're still just on a continent. There's still a lot of other places to explore out in the ocean. Land masses that haven't been explored yet. So Hoyo's got we've got like 5 years, 7, 8 years planned. So I can't wait to see what it's going to be for the next 10 years. That's going to be insane. But anyway, let me know, when did you start playing? I mean, I started playing pretty much when it started. I think maybe a month or so after. It's like, oh, well, this game looks cool. And it took me a while. I was just like procrastinating. I was like, okay, I'll make an account and download it and all that, and I'll start playing soon. And then after a month, I'm like, okay, I'll finally do it. And then I started playing. I'm like, I love this game. I love this game. So I've been playing for the last 4 years, and so all the lantern rites and all the special events and every Golden Apple Archipelago adventure, whether it be the first time with Klee or the second time with like Mona and Fischl and all them, and I've done it all. I've done it all. So I'm really excited for the future. I can't wait for Snezhnaya. Snow-based areas are always beautiful, and if it's based on Russia, lots of snow, lots of beauty, a lot of, hopefully interesting animals to see or creatures to find, not just the typical like hilly churls and this and that, but like dangerous creatures. And of course, the Saritsa, who I think is probably going to be absolutely gorgeous, probably one of the best designed Archons. But yeah, let me know when you started, what you think of the game. Are you free to play, or are you one of those people who are like, hey, shut up and take my money? 1 5-star, please. But yeah, just anything you can think of with the game. If you watched all of this, the special, what did you think about it? This one is definitely by far, again, this is the best one. The one previous to this one with the siblings, that one was really, really beautiful as well. But this, you know, again, it feels like anniversary. You know, all the characters are there. Everyone is there. No one is missing. Um, so, but yeah, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.